steroids in baseball have been a decreasing issue within sports, not just baseball, but the use of steroids in the past 5 years or so after the whole Alex Rodriguez and Roger Clemens trials kind of settled down. And it brought a lot of attention to other sports such as soccer and hockey and football about the use of these steroids. But the reason why I want to talk about this is because I've been playing baseball for 18 years. I've heard stories about kids that I grew up playing against. Thank God not played with, but played against friends of friends, friends of friends of friends, anything you possibly think of. And it is becoming more apparent to me while I was doing this research that kids younger than me, such as 7 to 12 years old, have been starting to take these supplements, not just steroids, but everyone knows about these workout supplements, protein powders, multivitamins, and how they can change your body, they can change you mentally, physically, and sometimes they give you an edge up in sports, sometimes they don't, depending on who you are, but it is an increasing problem within adolescents because of some statistics that I did find online. And the statistics that I did find were through an article titled Nutritional Supplementation and Anabolic Steroid Use in Adolescents. It was in the third article in the 5th edition of PubMed magazine, written by Jay Hoffman in 2014. And the most eye-popping stat from the study that he conducted was out of 486 students in 12th grade, 1.5% of them were taking steroids. So depo-testosterone, which is an HGH steroid, makes you bigger ultimately. And 22% of those 480 12th graders, 18-year-olds, were taking creatine at that point. I know I'm 21 right now, and 18 seems like a far way away, but it's really not compared to other stats given. He also surveyed 8th graders, and there were a lot of students that checked off creatine in 8th grade, at least 18% out of 350. So thinking about 14-year-olds taking the same supplements to make themselves bigger at that age is kind of mind-boggling, to put it, because I was never introduced to any of these in high school, middle school. I only figured out most of them in college, to be honest. So this study really shows that kids now in the past 10 years have been starting to take these supplements to make them better at sports, or just to have them be bigger, I guess, if you have like a growth problem, or sports, which is the main thing which kids usually take these for. And the image that I'd like to show this is Barry Bonds on your right. This is when he was 25 years old, and this is when he was at least 38 at this point in his career. You can see just by his arms and by his neck, and just overall, he looks a lot bigger. A lot of people can say, to argue that when you get older, you're going to gain weight. Understandable, but his home run power really, as a Major League Baseball player, really increased after his 6th year, when the studies shown that he started to most likely take steroids after his 6th year. And this was during the 1990s, his 6th year. So a study from Adam Yankee in the Sports Medicine and Doping Studies article in May of 2015, he states that the average home runs hit between 1993 and 2002, so when Barry Bonds started to take steroids, was 4,782 on average per year. And 10 years before that, so 1980 to 1992, there was 3,000 to 3,200 home runs on average hit a year. And 1,500 home runs you probably don't think is a lot, but considering baseball and how hard it is to hit home runs against these world-class pitchers is something that's never been seen in sports before in a single statistic alone. So steroids really do change you physically. It doesn't help you with reflexes. It's just making you bigger, stronger, faster, and it gives you an edge against your opponent. And this could also be, supplemented by or furthered by a report to the commissioner, Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, still in 2007, written by George Mitchell. When this was released in December of 2007, he states on page 5, as a result, steroid users can increase muscle gain resulting from strenuous exercise. And then he goes on to say, in addition, because their anti-catabolic effect, steroids reduce the soreness that normally results in strenuous exercise. So steroids, 1, make you bigger, faster, stronger, which he's saying, and 2, when you work out and you play baseball, the next day you're not going to be sore. So you're going to have an edge up on your opponent because, 1, you're not sore, and 2, you're going to be playing at your peak potential, maximum performance level. And this can all be seen through stats. Kids have been taking these supplements more and more every year since 2008 from the study that Jay Hoffman did in the PubMed article. And it's becoming an increasing problem that steroids, they do help you. Statistically in baseball, it's proven you hit more home runs, you're a better player, you're more physically gifted, to say. But also, more kids are starting to take these, and as a result, the effect is that once you stop taking these, it's just going to do damage to your body because your body's not used to not taking them. So steroids really still do have an effect on baseball through the stats that I provided, and pretty much the other 2 articles that I provided as well. So thank you.